Hey folks, Jason Snyder here, amateur radio operator. I am playing radio today, Whiskey Victor 3 Victor at US-0191, Brush Hollow State Wildlife Area. I'm actually at the reservoir today and within this area, and I've got my antenna set up. I've got an end-fed half wave set up coming back to the car. Yes, I'm operating out of the car, just a place to sit down. And I've got little red here going. I've got the Mountain Topper 4B, which is a great little radio, 5 watts total output on fresh batteries. I'm sitting about 11 volts right now, so probably about 3 to 4 watts, somewhere right around. I'm also using the ZM2 antenna tuner, so that way I've got a good match. And this is the coax going out to the end-fed half wave. So made a couple of contacts already. I think I'm at like 12 contacts, 11 contacts, somewhere around there. And CW only, so no voice. I'm currently at 14.066. This is my preferred frequency. That's typically where I go when I activate, and it's just easy for people to find me if they see me on Ham Alert. And I will give a plug to Ham Alert. It's a great app. If you don't have it, it alerts you to either parks or people or modes of operation of different things. It's a great little app. It alerts you when any of those things are on the air and activating. So you can do it for parks on the air. You can do it just for people on the air. I have a good friend back in central Missouri that I have his call sign plugged in, and I know when he's operating. So it's actually a really cool app. Also, I use it for the ISS. I'm going to get back to it. I'm going to continue to operate here and throw out some signals. Doing a little CQ there, sending out my call, and we'll see if we get anybody back. But you can hear how quiet, and that's just interference from the radio or from the phone there, but it is extremely quiet. These little radios are excellent. This is where it's nice to have the memory keyer. I will take and I will send as well, but trying to record and do all this, it's sometimes a little problematic, so we're just trying to make it easier. The other thing about parks on the air is definitely spotting. So, you know, if you're out here, you try to spot yourself if you have cell service, so that way people know where to find you, especially on the amateur radio bands. And then it's also nice if hunters or chasers also spot you, so that way they alert other ham radio operators to know that you're still on the air and operating. All right, there's KN4DY, it sounds like. So here I got a switch. So he's saying, good morning, Jay, thanks. I'm a 539. Georgia. So very cool. Just made a contact to Georgia, KM4DY. Nice. Okay, so I took a pause there and put that into the logbook. I'm using an app called Hammers, which is a logbook to keep track of my contacts. I write them down on paper, and I also put it in the phone so that way I have it and know the time that it happened also. So right now it's 17:11, which is UTC time. But you can hear how quiet it is. So amateur radio, parks on the air, is sometimes just like fishing. You're waiting for that fish to take a bite, and especially when I'm using a rubber worm. And that would be QRP or low power. So those that use 100 watts or high power obviously have a little bit better chance, quite a better chance of making contacts, especially with propagation and the way that the solar conditions are with the solar flares and things that are happening. They would be using, you know, the best bait in the world if we're comparing it to fishing, and I'm just using a rubber worm or no no worm at this point with the low power of only just a couple of watts. So again, 10 volts of power going out to the antenna, through the tuner, into the antenna, which is way over there. End fed half wave again, probably like 3 to 4 watts, maybe 3 watts probably at this point. So here, let's see. Let's go in the straight key mode and we'll key it. And 3.5 watts. Okay, so I'm back and I just took and I tuned it. And now you can see I'm at 2.5 watts at 1.8 SWR. So I'm only getting 2.5 watts out right now, which is true QRP. Yeah, so there's AB6SV. He's up in Oregon. And I just got done working him 579 here actually. I wrote 599, it should be 579. 579, and I got 559 in return. So 2 watts, 2.5 watts back from Colorado to Oregon. So yeah, very cool. Thanks, AB6SV. Appreciate the contact from US-0191 WV3V. Well, I came back down to where I was operating, and we're gonna see if we can make a couple more contacts. Back to the frequency I was on. Texas. KE5ET. Thanks for the contact. Appreciate that. KF0KJR. And here I am messing up. Yeah, that was a whole bunch of mess up right there. But basically, I was sending back to him saying, I understood. I was trying to say QSL and hold the camera and hold all this. So, but yeah, there you go, 559, and he got me a Missouri 599. So appreciate the contact, KF0KJR. Appreciate that. Yeah, nonetheless, Central Missouri, or well, actually, I should say Missouri, 559, and he got me as a 599. So appreciate that. I've got the Mountain Topper set to 21 words a minute send speed, and when I send, that's sending at 21 words a minute. But I'll slow it down with the keyer by giving extra long spaces in between the characters. So that way, somebody that might not be able to copy as fast or send as fast can understand what I'm saying. So yeah, that's how we do it in amateur radio. All right, just totally missed it, but I worked Alberta VA6DM. Hey, thanks for the contact. Appreciate that. You were a 519, very, very light copy, but still nonetheless able to copy him. And I missed the recording there. Sorry about that, but thanks for the contact from US-0191. There's some of my contacts. Final push, then I'm done. Like 2 more minutes. I think I've got 27 or 28 contacts now. Last contact was KN6BAZ. Thanks for the contact. Oh, I think we might be done. One last call. I always say that. You always try for one more contact. This is the fun part, the challenging part. All right, I'll do one more after this, and then we're done. We'll wrap it up. Final call, here it is. Last call. Hopefully we get one more for the logbook. Be nice. And last one. There we go. Anybody? Anywhere? Anyone? Nope, I think that's it. All right, so that was a pretty cool activation. It's just beautiful out here today. It was supposed to be cold, I think, but actually I think they're calling for snow later this weekend. But this was WV3V Jason at US-0191 Brush Hollow State Wildlife Area, and it's just gorgeous out here. It's a great spot to be at. This is a perfect place. I'm up high. It'd have been cool to be down by the water, but nonetheless, that's the reservoir over there, obviously. But there was a couple people up here camping and some people fishing. And again, I've just got the end fed wire strung up behind me there onto the POTA 20. So that's a good little piece of kit to have. And this right here, which I can't figure out my camera here, but this is a great little piece of kit too. This is the X10, and I got this off of Etsy. Great little antenna for an end-fed half wave. You can change it. It is switchable with the balun inside there. So a 49-to-1, a 56-to-1, and a 64-to-1. So all that means is it just allows you to change to make the antenna more resonant to your radio. All right, gang. Well, I took and I made 28 total contacts out here at US-0191 Brush Hollow State Wildlife Area. Great time, great activation, and I'm going QRT now. So 73s, take care. Until next time, POTA on.